Hare Krishna.
Mataji, welcome to the class. Nice to see you after a long
Hare Krishna, Rita Mataji. Nice to see you too. Nice to see all of you. Hare Krishna, Jahnavi. Hare Krishna.
Mataji,
Yes,
I want.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I won't be able to cook today because for
Okay.
us it's dinner time, and dinner time we my mom cooks food, so we will like maybe do it like later on the month or week.
No problem, no problem. Today, Lakshmi Mataji is going to teach you. Those who can make it today. Otherwise, you just have a look at it today, and you can always make it later. Okay. So, can you see my screen? Right?
Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Smriti. Hare Krishna, Abhinav.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Kabir. Hare Krishna, Jahnavi, Isha, Balavrinda.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Abhinav, have you joined newly, recently?
Yes.
Okay. Nice to have you in the class. Where are you from?
America, California.
California. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the class, Govinda's class. Is that Kavya? Hare Krishna, Kavya. And who has joined us? SRK.
Mataji, that's me. I just have to change my name because this is my mom's phone.
Okay. Who's that? I cannot see you. Can you say your name?
Abhigya.
Oh, Abhikya. Okay. Because it's dark over there. I couldn't see.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Who's there?
Kavya.
Kavya. Hare Krishna Samskriti. Hare Krishna Ramachandra. Hare Krishna Param. Okay, so we will start now. Thank you all so much for joining. Let's start with our prayers. 3, 2, 1. Om Agyan
Tasya Ananjana Salakaya Chakshurana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Namo Vishnu
Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasha Tadesh Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Okay, very nice. So let's start with our class. Yesterday, you all heard about Bahulashtami, right? From Priti Mataji. I'm sure it was wonderful, right? You all got to know some new things about Bahulashtami. Yes? It's appearance day of Radha Kund, the holiest place, right? In Vrindavan. Is there anyone who has seen the Radha Kund here?
Mataji, I have.
Wow, wonderful. Very nice.
Mataji, I went to New Vrindavan, not Radha Kund. I went to New Vrindavan.
Vrindavan, okay.
Mataji, it's so far away. It's 6 hours away from me.
Oh, really? Okay. That's nice. You could go there and see.
Yeah, Mataji, I went there for a 3-day trip.
Okay. It's beautiful, right?
Yeah, it feels like you don't want to come back, but you would do.
Everybody says that. Nobody wants to come back. How nice it would be if we all stay there always, right?
I didn't want to come back, but I forgot about the whole world. So I was staying in New Vrindavan. I forgot about the whole world. It feels like you're in another world.
Yes, that's very nice. True. That's very true. I went to Radha Kund and Krishna Kund. Okay, Abhikya has been there. Very, very nice. Very fortunate. Let's all pray to Radha Kund from here that one day we all get to see that Radha Kund. Okay. So let's start today's class. So which festival is coming up? One of our favorite festivals.
Diwali.
Diwali. Yes. Are you all excited?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
At the end of the class, if our
Mataji.
time permits, I would like to know about what all activities you all like to do in Diwali. Okay. Maybe we will keep that part towards the end of the class, but I would really like to hear from you all. So first, let's see why do we celebrate Diwali and what are the different pastimes that took place during the time at the time of Diwali and what are the reasons. So you all know any story about Diwali? So tell me which is this picture here? Krishna is on the Garuda and he's killing one demon. Anyone know?
Mataji, is that Narakasura?
Yes, very good. And what is this picture here? It's in the welcome.
Rama coming.
Huh?
Rama came back from
Yes, Lord Ram is coming back to Ayodhya. And we all know this one, first one.
Damodar pastimes.
Yes, we all know that. And do you know all this one? The last picture?
A temple.
That one.
Well, but do you know what Kunda is that? It's in
Krishna
Vrindavan.
Mandir.
Krishna Kund? Radha
No, that's
Uh,
Manasi Ganga.
Allahabad.
That's Manasi Ganga. We will hear about that also. Okay.
Oh, I thought that was Jumbo.
So today we will hear about all the pastimes. I mean, whatever I know, whatever I could recollect, the pastimes which took place at the time of Diwali or the reasons why do we celebrate Diwali. First one is Naraka Chaturdashi. So as it's mentioned here, this day celebrates the victory of Lord Krishna over demon Narkasur. Okay, he's a demon, and Krishna Paksha Chaturdashi of the month of Kartik, it's a Chaturdashi day in the Kartik, is known as Narak Chaturdashi. Everyone knows about Narak Chaturdashi, right? That's the day of Diwali. For some, it starts in Dhanatrayodashi. For some, it starts before that, which is called as Vasubaras. For some, Diwali starts on Narak Chaturdashi. But it's the one of the main days of Diwali, right? So Bhaumasura, his name was also Bhaumasura. Narakasura's name was also Bhaumasura. He's the son of Dharitri. Who is that? Mother Earth. By the Lord himself. How? When Lord Varaha lifted the Mother Earth, you know that pastime, right? We heard that recently. He impregnated Mother Earth, and that's how he got that son. He became Bhaumasura. Okay, so he is none other than the son of Lord himself, you can say. Okay, and mother is Mother Earth, and he was very powerful, and he was just creating a havoc in the heaven, like in the Swargaloka. He took the force, but by force he took the umbrella from the throne of the demigod Varuna. Then he also took the earrings of Aditi, mother of demigods, and he conquered a part of heavenly Mount Meru and occupied the portion known as Maniparvata. So you can see he had created a havoc because he was so powerful. So Indra, what he did, he came to Dwarka and he told about all this to Lord Krishna. He complained. Hearing that, Lord Krishna, accompanied by his wife Satyabhama, you can see here on Garuda, he immediately went to the abode of Narkasura. And they are all on the Garuda, as you can see here. But this person is not Narkasura, who is here in the picture. We will know who is that because he has 5 heads here. Okay, so the demon city, he had well protected his city, that Narkasur, and it was very, very difficult to go in there and to attack him. You can say like he had protected it with the protective barriers, and then he had the water canal on the border of the city and a lot of things he had done. And Krishna broke all the barriers, the entire protection, and then he also had one more demon with him. His name was Mura, and he had 5 heads. Narkasura also had his friend associate named Mura. And he got scared when Krishna came there, because when he broke all the barriers, it created such a big sound that Mura got up and he started to attack Krishna, but Krishna killed him also. So here he killed demon Mura in this picture. After that, what happened? Then fighting from the sky, Krishna killed everything, remaining military. Like he had big military, that Narkasura, Bhaumasura, with his Sudarshan. And then he also killed Narkasura after that. As you can see here, he cut his head, right? And then when he entered into his palace, he could find 16,100 princesses there, queens. He had, kidnapped, he had kept them, all of the queens there. And then he saw, and they were all, when all the queens saw Krishna, they got so much attracted to Krishna because of his beauty. And then they prayed to him that please shower your mercy unto us. Now, because the demon had kidnapped us here, nobody would marry us. So please give us your shelter. So they are asking him to marry them. And so Krishna very, very mercifully, because he's in everyone's heart, right? He knows everyone's heart. And whoever takes shelter of Krishna with a pure heart, Krishna mercifully gives the shelter. So he understood their pure desire and he accepted them all. And that's how he got 16,100 wives. First, he always had 8 principal wives. Now he got 16,100 wives. So this is the day when Krishna had killed Narkasura. So this is one story behind Diwali. This is why we call it as Naraka Chaturdashi. So you got to know about this story, right? This is one story we can meditate on when it is the day of Diwali, Naraka Chaturdashi. Now there is another story, we all know this, our favorite, our well-known story, that Lord Ram, he came back to Ayodhya, right? From where he came back? He had gone to
From Lanka, Mataji.
Yeah, he was in the exile, right? Like, he killed Ravana, and from there he came back from Lanka. And before that, he was in the exile because he was sent there. By whom? You all know that story, right? I'm not going into that detail. Yes, Isha, go ahead. You want to share?
Ram is over there greenish, but who's that guy next to Hanuman who's blue?
That's Bharat, because he has his Lord Ram's padukas on his head. And he was worshipping Lord Ram's padukas when Lord Ram was not there. He did not accept the throne in his absence. So he was
That's
always.
why he become blue.
I don't know. I'm not sure why was he really blue, but that's how the picture I got. I'm not sure, but if he was blue, but looking at the picture, like looking at the padukas on his head, I think it's Bharat. And then there is Lakshman here. Yes, Abhinav, you want to say something?
He isn't a blue, he's purple.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that Bharata was purple.
Purple? Okay. Okay.
It looks like he's blue.
Okay. So we all know this pastime, right? Lord Ram came back. And actually everyone was sad when he was going there in the exile, right? Because of Mother Kaikeyi, he had to go. And then his father, King Dashrath, he passed away because he could not bear the separation from Lord Ram. And everyone was just sad. But when they all heard the news of Lord Ram coming back to Ayodhya, everyone was so happy. There was no limit to their happiness. They were all decorating the city with flowers and with the lamps, key lamps. And everyone was happy. They were getting ready with the musical instruments, with the flags. And so this is what I heard in the class, that there was joy and happiness everywhere. And it was the lamp of their love, the flame of their gratitude and affection towards the Lord. They were feeling so much gratitude towards the Lord that he's coming back. Everyone just wanted that, right? Everyone was waiting for Lord Ram. For 14 years of not seeing Ram at all, these lamps represented their love that was blazing uncontrollably in their hearts. after years of separation. So you can imagine that there was a complete darkness and now there is a light. Everyone is happy. So they are just lighting the lamps everywhere. And Lord Ram was seeing each of those flames as the personification of pure love of his devotees. And he was reciprocating with unlimited joy. So, like you imagine this, that Lord Ram is coming back and there are lamps everywhere. We also do that, right? We also lit the lamps in Diwali. Who all does that? Do you all like to do that? Yeah, and then we decorate, right? Wherever, even though we have a small place, we just decorate it, keep it outside in the patio, in the garden, everything. So how can we apply this attitude in our lives now practically at the time of Diwali? What should be our consciousness when we are lighting the lamps? Like we just read now, right? Can anyone share something? What we can think of when we are lighting the lamps in Diwali?
We should feel like Krishna or Lord Ram or Krishna, they came back after a long time, and like you should feel very happy.
Yes,
And
we can meditate on that pastime that yes, Lord Ram came back, or it was the day, and how all the Ayodhyawasis, they were happy. So you can meditate. Very nice. Anything else?
You should remember Krishna.
Hmm.
You should practice remember Krishna from now. Because if you don't, so you should practice Krishna because anta kale chamameva swanam magda kale vyapti savat bhava vyati rashtrata sabse. You should always remember Krishna at the time when you're leaving your body, and so you should start practicing now. And if you don't practice now, you just
may not remember him, right?
Yeah.
That's
and,
right.
and
Very
you
nice.
and so you keep on getting birth and get stuck in the material world. That's not where you have to go.
So you're saying that we should always think of Krishna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you all for sharing. So what we can do is Diwali means like how they were all welcoming back the Lord. So during Diwali, when we are lighting the lamps, how they were feeling gratitude for the Lord to come back. We can feel the gratitude for having Krishna in our lives back after so many births, right? We have taken so many births, birth after birth, birth after birth. We don't even know who we were in the last birth. So while lighting the lamp, we can feel gratitude to Lord Krishna for coming into our hearts and lighting the lamp and taking away all the darkness and illusion. Because we were totally in illusion, right, so far. But we are now so fortunate that Krishna is in our lives. We know about him. We know the purpose of our human form of life, right? So when we lit the lamp, we can also feel gratitude that Krishna, how you, Lord Ram, how you came back to Ayodhya and all were happy. I'm so happy that you are now in my life. I know about you. You have lit the lamp in my heart. Now all the darkness is gone away. And we can also feel gratitude to Srila Prabhupada. So this is what we can learn from this Diwali story, that how we can feel gratitude and what is the real purpose of lighting the lamps. And we can also try to lit the lamp in others' hearts, those who don't know about Krishna, right? We can help them to take away their darkness in their life, like they are also in the illusion. And that will be real Diwali. Why? Because it will please Srila Prabhupada so much. So I understood now one more reason, one more reason why we can lit the lamp in Diwali, right? And it looks so beautiful when we have lots of lamps everywhere, right? So this is one story of Lord Ram, how he came back and everyone was happy. And that is the reason why Diwali is celebrated, because Lord Ram was back. Okay, this is the second story. Now let's see the next one. We all know this story, right? This is the Damodar Leela.
Mataji,
Kartik, we meditate on this. Yes.
it was like Ram, when Ram was here, it was like maybe past BC, but I don't know. But did they do fireworks?
Fireworks, I've heard that there was fire and fireworks and all. but it may not be the same as how we have now. I'm not sure about that. You can ask somebody who knows more than me.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, but that's a good question. Yeah, so let's read about Damodar Lila. This pastime, as you all know, in Kartik, we mostly read about it and we hear about this Leela because this also happened in the morning. And what was the day? This pastime also took place on the day of Diwali. That was also the day of Diwali when Mother Yashoda got up early in the morning and she was getting ready to make what she wanted to make for Krishna.
Butter.
Yummy butter, and she was thinking how I want to make the best of the butter in whole Vrindavan. And she was just meditating on Krishna's different pastimes, singing about Krishna, thinking about Krishna. And she was making so much of efforts that she was so tired, she was sweating also. But she was not feeling that tiredness because she was thinking of Krishna. She was just trying her best to serve him. And then this was the day when she also tied Krishna, right? Why did she tie him?
Because he broke her pot.
Mataji, because Krishna was being naughty.
Yes, he broke the
Mataji,
pot, right?
because Krishna broke her
Oh.
pot.
Yeah, is there anybody totally new who doesn't know this pastime? Or probably for them, I will say it in short that Mother Yashoda was churning the butter, and then Krishna came. He wanted to drink the milk, so Mother Yashoda took him. But then there was milk kept inside in the kitchen, right? That was on the fire, and then it started to come out. So Mother Yashoda just kept Krishna down and she went in the kitchen, and then Krishna got so angry, right? This is what happened, right? Am I correct? And then with that anger, he took a stone and he just broke that pot, which Mother Yashoda, with so much effort, she was making that butter. Then he got scared. He just started to hide himself. And then Mother Yashoda came and she got angry, and then she was chasing him. He was also giving that butter to whom?
Monkeys.
Yes, that pastime is also related to Lord Ram pastime, if you all remember, because to repay what they did for Lord Ram, Krishna is repaying that in this Leela by giving them butter. Okay, so then Mother Yashoda tied him up. After lots of effort, she got hold of him and she tied him to the mortar. And then after she went inside, what happened? This is the day also when he delivered who? 2 trees, no? Right? Yeah, just unmute and speak, okay? Because we have another class also.
Manikriva and Nalukuvera.
Nalakuvera and Manigriva.
Yes, yes. So Arjuna trees, yes. Oh, actually, it's here it's different. Fine. So I don't know how this came. So 2 Arjuna trees he delivered, and this also teaches us about 2 fingers, right? Like 2 fingers. Whenever Mother Yashoda was trying to tie him up to the mortar, it was always shot by 2 fingers. And what are those 2 fingers?
Determination and Krishna's mercy.
Yes, your determination, your endeavor, and mercy.
Mataji, can Baravinda say, and one finger is Andrew Krishna, like Andrew, and one finger is Krishna's mercy.
Yes, very nice.
Our everywhere is Krishna's mercy. Mataji, one finger is determination, and another finger is Krishna's mercy.
Yes, correct. So this is what we try to do, right? We try to determine to do more and more devotional service in the month of Kartik. And then we also try to get more and more mercy of the Lord, Krishna and Srimati Radharani, right? So we can always think of these 2 fingers, these 2 things in the month of Kartik and on the day of Diwali. We can think that, oh, this was the morning when this pastime took place, right? We can meditate on that pastime also on the day of Diwali. So this is one pastime, beautiful story. You all know this. This also took place in Diwali. And then there is Manasi Ganga Kund. So anybody knows this story?
Isn't this where Krishna is holding the tail of a cow and the cow just runs and pulls him into like a pond?
What was that? Sorry. It's a bull, you're saying?
No, I remember I watched this like cartoon. It
Huh.
looked like the photo that so Krishna he was holding the tail of a cow and the cow was running and then Balaram was also holding Krishna and the cow pushed him into the pond.
Oh, okay. Like you are just saying that they were playing with the cow, right?
Yeah, and the cow pulled him inside the pond while Krishna was holding the tail. So
Tail, yeah. With the tail, what they will do, they will play with the cows and the calves. They will just hold the tail and the cow and calf, they will run and then they will also get tracked. They used to just love that. That was just a playtime for them. But this is about one demon. Balavrinda, you have raised and you want to share something? Or no, you have not. Okay.
Yeah, for the previous one, Mataji, I think that's why we.
Okay. Okay. So one day what happened? Krishna and Balaram, they were with their playmates playing and they were tending the calves, herding the calves on the bank of river Yamuna. And then one demon named Vatsasura came there and he took the form of a little calf. And that calf also was, he just went inside the group of calves and so that nobody can recognize that he is the demon. But who is Krishna? Krishna is in everyone's heart, right? He got to know that there is a demon in the group of calves and he has assumed the form of a calf and he has entered among the groups of other calves. So he told Balaram, see, there is a demon in this group. He slowly went towards that demon as if he did not want to show the demon that he understood, but he went there. He caught the demon. He was, see, like you can see here, he's holding his tail and he's just twirling him and he just threw the calf and he was dead. He threw him on top of a kapila tree and it fell down and then that even the demon fell down and he assumed his original form. He came back to its original form when he was dead. But who is that demon? Whose form he took? Calf, right? And cow and calf are very, what to say, holy, right? They are like considered like very auspicious or very holy. So that after killing the demon, Gopa said that whoever he might be or whatever his nature was, but he was a calf and you killed a calf. So you have to purify yourself. So you have to take bath in Ganga. What they do for purifying oneself, they take bath in the holy river. So they say that you go and take bath in Ganga. So what he says, he accepts that. And then near the Govardhan hill, in his mind, he meditates on Ganga and he manifests herself in Vrindavan. And that's how, from the mind of Krishna, Ganga Devi appeared and Manasi Ganga was called there. She was formed, she appeared. And then along with Krishna, all the other Gopas also took bath in that and they had a nice pastime there. And this was quite a secret among the Gopas. They had not told this to anybody. After that, what happened? One day, Nanda and Yashoda, they were listening to Katha. And they heard one story in that Katha. They heard that Garuda had caught one envious, sinful snake. And he had, you know how the Garuda, they catch the things, right? On their claws, they catch hold of them and then just fly away. So that's how you can imagine that he had a snake in its claws and it's just flying. And what happens in the air, the tail of the snake was hanging down and it just touched the water of Ganga. It just touched. And because of that touch, just small touch, what happened, that snake, he assumed a perfectly liberated four-armed Vaikuntha form. He came back to its Vaikuntha form. Garuda saw that, so he placed the four-armed form on his back and he took him to Vaikuntha. So Nanda and Yashoda, when they heard this story, they just got that strong desire of going and taking bath in Ganga. So they talked to all the cowherd men and ladies there in Vrindavan. Then they all planned to go there. So they all start packing the food for them for the travel. And then Krishna is watching that. He's asking, "What is this? Where are you going? What are you doing?" So they all say that we are going to take bath in Ganga. So Krishna says, "You don't have to go there. We have everything in Braj." So if you all know, there is everything in Vrindavan actually. So even Ganga is there. So they all didn't know. So how is that Ganga is here? So then Krishna brings them to Manasi Ganga, this place, which he had created from his mind by meditating on Mother Ganga. And then they could see that Ganga was the presiding deity. Ganga Devi herself was sitting on the top of a carrier crocodile there, and she was giving blessings. And they all understood that this is the Ganga. And then he brought the Ganga Krishna has brought the Ganga with his mind to Vrindavan. And so they all began to offer ghee lamps, and they were offering flowers and offering prayers. And they all took bath in Manasi Ganga. And that event also took place in Diwali. Okay, they were all lighting the lamps there. So this also is the pastime when Krishna takes Nanda and Yashoda to Manasi Ganga to take bath, because they were desiring to take bath in Ganga. And that time they all also took bath there by lighting the lamps, by decorating it with flowers and offering flowers and prayers. And this also pastime took place in Diwali. So you now know one more pastime which took place in Diwali, right? So why are we listening to all these stories? What is the conclusion? So I'll tell you in short why we learned all this. So what we can do in this Diwali, let's welcome the Lord in our hearts by cleansing it. Because how we clean everything, right? We all start to clean up our homes, everything we start to clean because we think that God is coming to our home. So our home should be clean. Similarly, when we are welcoming the Lord in our hearts, we can cleanse our heart also, right? So we can welcome the Lord in our hearts by cleansing it thoroughly and bringing spiritual knowledge into it. How we can do that? By reading more and more, by hearing, right? And we can try and make our hearts as pure as a temple and invite Radha Krishna to serve them more and more and to progress in bhakti. Okay? And we can, with utmost joy, we can pleadingly welcome Lord Ram and ask him to engage us in his services. And what we can do, we can feel gratitude to Lord Krishna and Prabhupada by showing us the light and taking away darkness from our hearts, right? And we can also meditate on all the pastimes of Lord. And why do we do that? So we get more and more connected to the Lord. When we meditate on these pastimes, we get more connected to him, right? So this is the reason why we can hear about these pastimes and meditate on those on the day of Diwali. Okay, so this was a little bit about Diwali pastimes. Do we have time, or Mataji is already here? I think she's here. She must be here. It's 7:45. More than 7:45.
Mataji,
Mataji here?
Mataji,
Yes.
like you said, we have to clean our houses, like we clean our hearts. But what if you're not home and you can't clean your house?
What if you're not home and you cannot clean your house?
Like you're off for like 6 or 7 days.
During Diwali? You mean during Diwali?
Yes, Mataji.
So wherever you are, you can always keep that place clean. And cleansing heart is also more important. Then we can try to clean our hearts, because we are welcoming the Lord in our hearts also. So
Yes,
even if you're away from home, wherever you are, if we are inviting Lord with pure heart, that is also good enough. Okay, Isha?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, is that okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So I don't see Lakshmi Mataji yet. So until Mataji comes, can you all share with me what all the activities you like to do during Diwali?
Mataji, they all can keep the ingredients ready.
Okay.
Mataji will be
Yeah.
coming.
Keep the ingredients ready. Like
Can Advait say?
yes, Advait. And those who want to cook, please
Mataji,
side by side in
Mataji.
parallel also keep your ingredients ready. Okay. And tell me about your fun activities in Diwali now. Whoever wants to share.
Machi, can Advait say?
Yeah, Advait.
Mataji, I
Can
don't
you-
have the ingredients.
Who is that?
Kabir.
Appear. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay, kids, see, you know, if how many kids are doing now, that depends upon will continue cooking classes or not. See, we have given 1 week notice before ahead, and then we told that, you know, please get all the ingredients ready. See, if minimum kids are not doing, we will not plan next time cooking class. So this is taking teachers hard work. Please understand that how much hard work teacher is doing. If that means if you're not cooking means you're not interested. So we don't want to do any activity that you are not interested. We wanted to do the activities which you are needed. So we will see now how many.
Mataji, we are interested. It's just sometimes I just can't.
No, not Isha. Isha, you said that you are going to do it, not Isha. Other kids, I'm saying, who don't have ingredients and who are not planning to do it. Again, just wanted to let you know, if minimum kids are not doing, we will not continue these cooking classes.
Mataji,
So,
I have the
it's very hard for
ingredients.
them.
So, but at my house the power's out. So can
No,
I
Abhigya, I can understand. Abhigya, Isha, I can understand. See, basically, we are doing this so that everybody learns something and get to eat some nice prasadam. The teacher is working very hard, right? She have to go get the grocery and keep it ready and show it to you. It takes time for teacher. So we just need to be gratitude towards teacher. Okay, teacher is showing us, let's also do it like that. Okay. I'm waiting for Lakshmi Mataji. I don't know. She was there in the call and she just dropped off. Is there
Oh.
anybody having ingredients? Anyone having ingredients? Okay. Balavrinda has, yes.
Balaji.
Abhinav has, Smriti has. Very good.
Yeah, I have.
It's insane. There's like 9 cars like right now.
I just don't have the cranberries, but I think that's okay.
Okay, we will see what
There's like
Mataji will guide
9
us.
police cars.
We can see, Abhinav, what we can do without cranberries. Okay. Mataji has very good ideas. Put something else.
I could just keep it like that.
For some reason, Mataji was there in the call.
Oh,
Hare Krishna, Mataji, you were there in the call.
so have you all kept the ingredients ready? Mataji is going to join. See, even if you're not able to make on a particular day, if you can make it later and post a picture, that is also fine. But at least that shows that you are all interested and want to make. Okay. So even if you want to make it later and then you send a picture in the group that I made it later. I did not have ingredients that day, but I made it later. Okay.
Yeah,
Even
thank you, Mataji. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. And this ingredients last week only we are supposed to do, Mataji, that children were not having it. So we postponed it to 1 more week. So we gave a more week time to get more than a week time to get the ingredients. So yeah, that's why I was like, you know, we are planning. Means teacher also should be happy, right, to teach. If more kids are doing, teacher will get enthusiastic.
Mataji?
Yes.
So I can make this later if
Yeah, I know that. You wanted to do it later, no problem.
what's cranberry? Is it a fruit?
dry fruit.
Right.
It's kind of a dry fruit.
It's kind of like a raisin.
Okay, Mataji is here. So
Mataji, I will make it on the weekend.
I'm watching right now.
Somebody was
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Welcome, Mataji. Thank you so much for your time. We are
Hare
ready
Krishna,
to learn
Mataji.
from you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. And Hare Krishna, kids.
Hi, Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. And again, are we excited to cook something today or bake, right? We always bake. So let me actually, okay, perfect. All right, so you got all the ingredients, kids?
Yes, Mataji.
All right, so let's get started. You have all the ingredients. It's such a simple recipe. So first thing first, right? Because we are going to bake. So first thing is that we start preheating our oven, and we're going to do that at 375 degrees. Okay, so let's start preheating our oven at 375 degrees, and we'll start putting things together after that. All right, I'm going to start mine and you start yours. Okay. All right, so my oven has started preheating and it's going to take just a few minutes to do that. Meanwhile, we're going to start putting our ingredients together, okay? All right. Okay, so I'm going to get I just got a mixing bowl. This is what I'm going to use to mix my ingredients. So as I said, the recipe is very simple, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to mix, remember, okay, we're going to mix all the ingredients in our mixing bowl, except for almonds and cranberries. Besides that, we're going to mix all the ingredients. In fact, you know what? Do not even mix, what is it called? Vinegar, apple cider. Apple cider, we're going to put in the end. So keep apple cider aside, cranberries and almonds, and we're going to put everything together in this. But if you haven't made your, what is it called? Buttermilk or flaxseed meal, then we're going to do that first. Okay. So if you have not done that, so I actually made the buttermilk. Yeah, my buttermilk is almost ready. And I'm going to make flaxseed meal now because I haven't made that yet. All right. But if you have done it already, you can start mixing the rest of the ingredients in this now. I'm going to quickly make the flaxseed meal. And what am I using for that? Flaxseed, we just need 1 tablespoon, okay? So. All right, while my water is heating up, I'm going to get my flaxseed as well. And I'm only taking 1 tablespoon of flaxseed. That's going to bother me, so. About 1 tablespoon of flaxseed. And 3 tablespoons of water in this. So are we ready with the flaxseed meal and buttermilk, kids?
Mataji, flaxseed, how much flaxseed powder I have to put?
1 tablespoon, Mataji, with 3 tablespoons of water.
Okay. In a separate small bowl, I need to take it.
Sorry, just a moment. I think I need to increase my volume. I can barely hear you.
See,
Yes,
1 tablespoon. Oh, sorry, I have to on my camera. So we took 1 tablespoon, Mataji, and
Yeah,
then we add 3 tablespoons of water.
Yeah,
Buttermilk, how much, Mataji? Buttermilk, I did not.
Buttermilk, we're taking 2/3 cup of buttermilk.
2/3 cup of buttermilk. Mataji, I have to curdle the milk, right?
Yeah, you have to curdle the milk. Right? So I never get buttermilk from outside. I always use milk and I add vinegar. Not actually vinegar. I usually use lemon in that to curdle it. The 3 tablespoons goes in here.
Yay, I'm excited to make the food.
Yeah, me too. And I just realized that there's so many things that I haven't done, so I'm going to do all that first before we start putting things together, right? So even my
Oh, last time Mataji heard me.
orange blend is not ready.
Oh,
So I have to grind the orange and not grind it, basically grate the orange. So I'm going to do all that now. I'm making my flaxseed milk. Not exactly milk, but flaxseed with water. And we just want a little bit of froth in this. Because flaxseed and curdled milk, which is your buttermilk, or even what is that called? Third thing, apple cider. All these actually is going to give that fluffiness or sponginess to your bread. We do not want it to look like cake or taste like cake, right? Anyway, it's a bread, but still we need a little bit of softness in there.
Mama, you're adding milk?
Okay, I'm gonna let it sit for some time. Meanwhile, I think I have some time to do my orange. So if you have already done that, good. If you haven't, then you can do that with me.
Orange juice?
All right, so I'm gonna grate my orange. I usually like more in, so I'm gonna go with slightly more than one orange, as I've mentioned here. My grater is not able to use the regular one. All right, my orange juice. So as we need oranges and orange juice both, I'm just gonna get the peel and then rest all I can use for the juice, right?
What is that, Mom? Oh, okay. It's Mom.
How are we doing, kids?
Good.
Is anybody ready with their ingredients? I mean, in fact, all the ingredients, grated orange juice, everything.
Mataji, I have all the ingredients, but my power is out, so I'm going to do it after.
Mataji,
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, it's not gonna take you a long time. Yes.
I brought the orange juice from store.
You have to do what?
I brought the orange juice from store.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. You can use that. I use that whenever I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, I wanted to use orange juice, Mataji. I brought orange.
No, I anyways had orange and I thought the fresh juice is better. I ran out of time, so I'm doing everything right now, but we'll see. I'm gonna use slightly more than one orange for my rim. Again, remember that orange ring can make the whole dough, not dough, batter very heavy. So we do not want it, we do not want to put a lot of ring in it. Otherwise, it's gonna weigh everything down. So a little bit extra is fine. All right, I got my ring in here. The only thing I need now is my orange juice. It's not too hard to do it. I don't know how to do it. I think I can use And how much do we need the juice? Let me see quickly. Oh, so we are putting about 1/3 cup of fresh orange juice. All right. Well, that's quite a lot.
How many of you are making right now? Except Abhigya and Isha, that's fine. You don't have ingredients and you want to. Smriti is making and Abhinav is making, right?
Mataji, I'm making it a different day, Mataji. I'm just watching how to make it.
Very good, very good. If you
Okay,
can post it, that will encourage the teacher, okay?
Two
I
kids
said
are eating
that
here.
Kabir also was making, right? Kabir, are you making? I know Smriti is making.
Mataji, I will make it on the weekend.
Okay, Kabir, no worries.
Mataji,
I'm just watching,
Very good, Kabir.
remembering.
They will be waiting to see your pictures. Beautiful, yummy food preparation.
Mataji, will you post like the like what heat we're supposed to keep?
Mataji will be sending us. Yes, yes.
All right, kids. So I got my. Well, let's see here. Okay, I got my lemon rin. Not lemon rin. I'm so lost today. So I got my orange rin and orange juice in this. And now I can go ahead and add rest of the ingredients as well as I said. So starting with my liquid ingredients. Got my buttermilk in there. And I'm gonna put my flax seeds in there. And if you're making it leisurely over the weekend or anything, feel free to use your hand blender or something to do this. But today, I'm just gonna do it with the hand. And that goes in.
Mataji, if you can say the temperature.
What temperature?
Oven ready, oven.
Oven 375 degrees, Mataji.
375.
Okay, so kids, 1 cup of sugar.
Mataji, all the dry ingredients can go in a bowl, Mataji?
Everything except for 3 things that I mentioned in the beginning of the video.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Almond and all those. Almond, both the nuts and almond, what is it called?
All the
No, cranberry, right? Almond, cranberries, and the third thing is
seed,
cider.
right?
Apple cider, yeah. So 1 cup of sugar. I put a little less because I don't like it too sweet. If you like sweet, sweet, otherwise. All right, so sugar. Now 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. So I have. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, my oven is ready. So 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda goes in there. And what else are we missing so far? Salt and butter. So 1 teaspoon of salt and 6 tablespoons of butter. So 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to use my. And 6 tablespoons of butter, okay? My butter is not melted and I'm just gonna melt my butter a little bit.
What wet ingredients did you put, Mataji?
I put all the wet ingredients except for apple cider. So we have orange rind, orange juice in it. What else did we have? Yeah, apples. No, not apple cider. We have flaxseed and buttermilk in it.
Okay.
So far, yes, those are the wet ingredients.
Unmuted.
All right, so I'm going to put my butter now, and which is 6 tablespoons. Melted it a little bit so that butter. 6 tablespoons now.
Give me some way. Mataji, butter should be melted, Mataji.
Yeah, melted or softened butter. Mine was not completely melted. It's slightly between melted and softened.
Mataji, if you can use oil, is okay. You want only butter.
Yeah, you can use oil. You can use oil. I usually use butter.
I don't have softened butter right now.
No, if you have regular butter, you can melt it, Mataji. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just melted my butter. So all my wet ingredients are in there except now pastry flour. So 2 cups of pastry flour is going in here now. Okay, I am just making sure that I added everything. Yeah. So pastry flour. So 2 cups of pastry flour. Let's remember, we do not want to overmix this, right? All these batters we never overmix because over mixing will make it flat. And that's the reason why I want to add even apple cider towards the end. So with soft hand, we just want to mix this now. And this is the time I'm going to just add my apple cider as well. So apple cider is 1 tablespoon. Or you can use any kind of vinegar as well. I prefer apple cider. All right, and I am going to gently mix all my ingredients. Just mix. Do not use blender, any kind of blender. Are we doing good? Okay. Are we doing okay, kids?
Mataji, how much orange juice?
Mataji, if I'm using juice, how much cup I have to put orange juice?
Orange juice is 1/3 cup.
I'm doing well, Mataji.
All right, good. Yeah, stop me if you have any questions, okay? It's a very simple recipe though. Okay, so I think I am pretty much done mixing everything.
When to put apple cider vinegar again?
Apple cider, I added with my flour. So when I was adding flour, so yeah, we can add flour. We can add this with flour.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to, again, mix it second time. So this is done. Now, last thing that I'm going to put inside this is 1 cup of dried cranberries and almonds. Almonds, how much? About half cup of chopped almonds. Cranberries.
Can we use hand blender for wet ingredients?
No, let's not use hand blender for anything.
Okay.
And in fact, we're not doing wet ingredients and dry ingredients separately. We're going to do everything together, right? So, so yeah, don't worry about that. Okay. So a cup of cranberries. Unfortunately, this time I didn't get orange cranberries, so I had to go with regular ones. That's what I'm going to use. I really, really like orange cranberries with this. And you get that at a Trader Joe's. But
Mataji, after mixing everything, what we have to do, Mataji?
after mixing everything, Mataji, we are adding now cranberries and almonds.
Almonds, and then you had apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider, I added it already, but if you have not added it, don't add it now. Add it with these nuts, Mataji.
Okay.
Because we don't want to overmix it. So add with this. And I forgot to chop my almonds. So I'm just going to do that real quick. There'll be a little bit of noise, but bear with me.
Half cup of chocolate.
I don't have time to toast or blend, so let's quickly do.
Half cup, right? Half cup. Half cup chopped almonds.
Half cup of.
Abhinav, that this did not have cranberries. So what you have to put?
You don't have cranberries?
Abhinav did not have. That's what he said to me.
Abhinav, try any other cranberry kind of a fruit. You know what kind of fruit it is?
Raisin can go, Mataji. Raisin.
Maybe black raisin. Don't go for that Indians very sweet raisins. These kind of things, or apricots or something of this kind, right? Yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't have any of that, don't worry. Just use any raisin that you have at home.
How much? 1 cup, right?
Okay. There'll be a little bit of noise. Okay, bear with me.
Okay, 1 cup. And then what is it? Onions and apple cider.
Apple cider vinegar. She said after you cook your bread.
Not after you cook your bread with the almonds.
Did she say put the apple cider with the whole?
Yes, at the end she said.
Oh, at the end.
Mataji, you said to put at the end, right? Mataji, apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider, if you have not put with flour, then let's put it with nuts.
Nuts means nuts also I dropped in there. You should not drop in the flour.
Yeah, we do the nuts in the end, right? If you did it now, let's add apple cider. Mataji, don't overmix. That's the only thing we need to. Yeah.
Okay. At the end, we need to put. Okay.
Yeah.
Mataji, mine looks little bit of not too wet and not too dry. It is like that. It's supposed to be how, Mataji? The flour?
Yeah, it should not be very wet or very dry. It's not a cake, right? It's a bread, so we want that kind of a texture.
Atta consistency, right, Mataji? Like how the atta means chapati flour, like that only it is there.
No, it should be a little slightly liquid than that. I mean, a semi-solid kind of a thing. It's not dough kind of consistency. Do you see how mine is?
Oh, okay. Mine is like that.
Like a cookie dough, right?
Tighter.
Yeah. It's like
add a little bit of water, Mataji?
Juice. Orange juice.
Okay, orange juice. Okay.
Don't overmix, Mataji.
And now I did not add apple cider vinegar, so I will add.
Add that as well. And I am almost ready with everything. If you have this kind of a pan at home, this is what I use for all bread kind of things. So I'm going to use the same. Because I've added apple cider and other things, I don't want to leave too long. So let's quickly add everything that we want to add and put it in the oven real quick. Otherwise, it will flatten, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to just spread my butter. That's what I'm using. Butter, oil, anything that you prefer. I prefer butter, so I use butter because I like the flavor butter gives. Okay, so I'm just going to spread my butter everywhere inside because I don't want my bread to stuck everywhere. Basically, you want to grease your pan now. I'm done greasing it. Now, next thing what I want to do is I'm going to put my batter in here. Okay. So if you have not done it yet, yeah, you also put your batter in here.
Mataji, the small pan is enough, right, Mataji?
Yeah, the one I showed you, Mataji, is more than enough.
Oh, I didn't see when.
The regular bread or loaf pan.
Oh, bread loaf. Okay, okay. That is there with me.
Yeah, the loaf pan basically. Yeah. Okay. So you ready? All right, all done. And I'm done. And this is going in the oven. All right, all good kids so far?
You, my charging is getting over. Vrinda, can you get the charger?
Yes.
Or can you go put this phone, the laptop there? Put the charge. Mataji, how many minutes baking, Mataji?
I think it's 25 minutes, but let me quickly check there one more time.
I did not hear you, Mataji. I'm so sorry.
Just now, 1 minute.
Okay, okay.
I think it is 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Okay.
No, it's more. All right. It is 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Okay.
It's about 45 to 55 minutes. So we'll just start our oven for at least 45 minutes. And after 45 minutes, I'm going to go check. And I think you all can do the same.
I'm about to get mine.
So let's start our oven for at 45 for now. And once after 45 minutes, just check if it is done. If it is not done, then bake it for more. Everybody's oven is different. It takes different time. So make sure you check after 45 minutes and see if it is done. And you know how to check the bread or cakes, right? You use a toothpick.
Yeah. So, yeah, Mataji, next class time is children having any doubt. I'm so sorry, children, we could not give you much time. But then if you have any doubt, please ask now. Abhinav, you have any doubts? Smriti, who are doing now? Do you have any doubt?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, if you don't have any doubts, we'll probably wrap up. And then I think because it's going to take almost an hour. So once it is baked, do post your pictures in the WhatsApp group. We'll love to see how it came out for you. And I'll post mine once mine is ready.
Yeah, Mataji, also post the procedure. Mataji, other kids who did not do today might be doing it other day.
I will. I still have everything on the phone, so I'll post it. Yep.
Very grateful to you, Mataji. You always give your time for all these children.
No
so
problem.
grateful to you, Mataji.
I enjoy kids classes, so I'm happy to be here. And thank you, kids. You have fun, and I will wait for your pictures. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
All
you.
the things that you taught, Prahlad still
Mataji.
likes it so much. Thank you for your patience. The thing is, even difficult dishes, you make it easy, Mataji. Thank
Gosh,
you.
very thank you, Mataji. I didn't know. I didn't see you were here. Gosh.
No, I just joined. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone. We would do close Govinda class here. Vancha kalpataru Sindhu Devi Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Lakshmi Mataji ki Jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bye.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.